Welcome to No Clip Mode. I'm your host Glitch, and these are my partners Doorman and Nameless. Now, Ocelot's not with us tonight, but we picked up a new face. The one called Nameless.
What's his name?
Nameless.
But that means it's a lack of name.
Yeah, and who's on first?
Hey, wait, this title screen isn't right.
Nope. Welcome to Super Metroid, Justin Bailey. This is the Justin Bailey hack for the Super Metroid cartridge. If you look at the doctors on the ground, they are all women. Oh, look at them Samus. Now, I can actually speed run this game really quickly in under 2.5 hours. However, I didn't do that on this playthrough. I ended up making it in just over 3 hours. I'm pretty sure my finishing time was 3 hours and 5 minutes. But normally my speed runs get me about 60% of the items. I screwed around a bit in this game and ended up with 86%, if I remember right. So,
well, the video list says it only took you 2 hours and 50 minutes.
All the videos aren't uploaded yet.
Ah.
I didn't want to spend too long in a place with better internet, using the better internet. So, the rest of them I'll upload tomorrow. So this is Samus Aran, or Intrepid Heroine. Not the kind you put in your arm.
I don't think this is quite how I remember the first game going.
If you ever put in the Justin Bailey code in the first game, it's exactly how you remember the first game going.
The only Metroid I have ever played was Metroid Prime.
First one?
Yes.
I love the Metroid series. I love the entire Metroid series. Metroid Prime Hunters isn't as good as all the rest of the games. The first Metroid is actually my least favorite, but I do love them all more than all other video games by a large stretch. And this one is my absolute favorite. But plenty of people have played it already, so I decided to play this hacked version of it and show off Justin Bailey Samus. Now, for those of you who don't know the trivia behind that, there was a code in the first Metroid game that allowed you to play as Samus in a one-piece bathing suit. The code, known as the Justin Bailey password, is Justin Bailey. Like, there are 4 segments of 6 in an original Metroid password. 4 segments of 6 characters. The first 6 are Justin, second 6 are Bailey, and the last 12 are all hyphens. And it will do some special things for you. One of which being putting Samus in a bikini. Well, not a bikini, it's a one piece. Whatever. This plays off of that legacy.
Just for the sake of a little added bit of trivia, I believe they actually did eventually come to Nintendo and ask them about the whole Justin Bailey code, and their claim is that the name Justin Bailey doesn't actually have any significance or anything. It's literally just random chance that that code happened to work. Thanks to the way that passwords worked back in the NES days.
Uh-huh.
I believe you actually get a similar result using the password Narpus sword.
Yeah, but Narpus sword, I think, was a debug password.
Oh, was it?
Pretty
I
sure.
don't know. I just know that it does some pretty crazy stuff as well.
Yeah. Maybe Narpus sword wasn't the debug password. I think I know for sure there is at least one debug password. And I think it might have had one of the development team's names on it, like the head developer or something. Because there is a code that's named after some Japanese guy.
So this is Zero Suit Samus then?
Something like that.
This looks
I
a
can't
little bit
remember.
more like... This is more like .5 suit Samus.
Yeah, something like that. But,
As you can tell,
Ridley in
basically
this
anytime
part,
he looks...
you can't defeat Ridley. It looks like you hurt him when you shoot him, but you don't. Oh, those are the female scientists again. They changed those sprites. And since you don't technically hurt Ridley, you only get to leave that battle once you're below 20 energy. That's why I was getting hit so often. I was trying to end this quickly. Oh, you could hear my dog in the background there.
You should be more quiet. Doesn't he know you're recording?
Nope.
I didn't know that Samus could wall jump.
I'm actually really good at wall jumping. It's harder in this version, though. This hacked version has a bit of an issue with frame skip.
Well, it is hacked. What do you expect?
Right. But wall jumping I am especially proficient at in this game. And it's supposed to be really difficult.
I've never entirely gotten the hang of it. But then again, I've only actually played through Super Metroid entirely one time.
You get to see me show it off in a few areas. But I'm not as good at it. Sorry, go on.
I was fairly good at wall jumping in Mega Man, but that's a lot easier.
Wall jumping in this isn't even a necessary mechanic. It's a pro speedrun mechanic.
More or less the same thing can be said of shine sparking and bomb jumping and the like.
Mm-hmm. Shine sparking you actually have to be able to do to get some upgrades, though. And bomb jumping, I've never actually gotten good at. Guten
gotten to that.
Guten gotten doodle bop 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 doodly bop bop. Oh, this is the old mother brain chamber, if you couldn't tell, with all the broken Zebatites and the brain jar. We'll come back here later.
Everything is so quiet.
Yeah, it's a little spooky the very first time you go to Criteria. There are two pretty poopy.
What?
There are two pretty spooky parts in this game. This is one of them. You get your first upgrade, the morphing ball.
Hooray!
I see you.
Oh, busted.
Oh, God. The spookiest part in this game I won't spoil, but I'll let you know how much
I'm pretty sure I already know where you're... I'm pretty sure I already know where you're going with that.
Yeah, probably. I've told you before. But yeah, I'm really terrible at bomb jumping. I just don't have the rhythm. Shine sparking, I'm really good at. I showed that off a little bit too. So, you know, guys like me. Those are missiles. They missile things.
I think we got that part.
Right.
I hope that most people that are watching this are at least slightly well-versed enough in games that they kind of have a basic understanding of this stuff.
You can never be sure. Especially with modern games, they have to tell you everything every time it comes up to be used.
Like this. Every time you find any missiles anywhere ever.
Hey, it's worth it for that jingle. That's my text tone on my cell phone. That's how much I love that jingle. Oh, for my pro speed run. I don't know if you saw earlier before I started the game, but I changed up the controls a fair bit. That way I can run, jump, and charge at the same time. I set my shot to Y and my jump to B. Oh, these are Zebesians.
Pirate ambush!
These specific kinds of space pirates are different than the Ertragian space pirates that you get used to in Prime. These are called Zebesians. They are, well, they're from this planet, Planet Zebes, and
Man.
they are the space pirates that were originally controlled by Mother Brain. They're a native species.
Okay.
Are they actually?
Yeah, they
For sure.
they actually are. But
That would imply that at some point they had to at least somewhat coexist along with the Chozo, right?
yeah,
Because they were on this planet originally too.
yeah.
I always imagined that these were just kind of random space pirates, and they settled
Zebes
as their
is
base.
not the Chozo home planet, by the way.
Well, no, but it's one that
But-
they settled on at some point.
Right. But
Because they
these
apparently settled on like
Zebesians-
half the planets in the friggin' galaxy.
I can't remember if the Zebesians were a native species per se, or if they were created by the Chozo, because the Chozo bioengineered a lot of species.
They
The
did not
Chozo
create-
created. Say what?
I don't think they created the pirates.
Well, I know they didn't create the Ertragian pirates, but the
Well, no.
Zebesians are only pirates because they were mind raped by Mother Brain. Mother Brain, by the way, is the organic supercomputer that used to control all of this planet's power and defenses. And it went crazy. I think it may have gone crazy
thought it was a
originally.
Metroid.
What about Metroid?
I thought Mother Brain was like a Mother Metroid.
No, that would be Queen Metroids.
Okay.
I'll have
Mother
to-
Brain is
I'll have to-
basically a part organic, part synthetic computer.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what's this? Oh, Metroids, by the way, were bioengineered by the Chozo as well.
Ah,
So they didn't exist until the Chozo made them.
Everything is the Chozo's fault.
Yeah, it seems that way.
trial and error.
I guess I've always been somebody that was a fan of the Metroid mythos and the setting more than the actual games themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I've played through Super Metroid finally. We've had it for a long time. My sister was always the one that was way more into it than me, actually. But I played Super Metroid, I've played like Fusion and Zero Mission, and I've gotten through most of them by now, with the exception of the Prime games.
Right.
And I like them well enough, but I
Look
never
at,
really...
look at all this frame skip. Oh.
Yeah.
It looks pretty
Oh, this
smooth
room.
to me.
This is fun.
It is pretty smooth so long as I'm not moving too fast. Like I
And then
said,
the-
that's just an
The
issue
door
with the hack.
box.
Oh. This is a Torzo statue. This is the first boss in the game.
And your second
So
major
it's
surprise.
not a Chozo.
No, this is not a Chozo.
Okay.
Torizo are sort of like cybernetic organisms. They were made by the Chozo, covered in stone, and left as defenses. They're also controlled by the Mother Brain.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh.
I guess that's all for episode 1. It snuck up on me. But, yeah. Next time on No Clip Mode, Super Metroid Justin Bailey episode 2. I got bombs.